I hear my husband is a woman-hating misogynist, and I'm here to show proof of life. He unchained me from the stove just long enough to be here. So
she's out of the dog cage.
How can I help
guys.
you, ladies?
Who? So have you watched your husband talk to women on the podcast?
Yeah, I listen to every single podcast he does. I've also been on the podcast, and I debate women all the time myself.
Okay.
In fact, I was listening to you earlier describe how you think that men should pay for dates with women who want to be equal, don't want to give them children, and also want to have their own careers. And that absolutely blew my mind.
You don't think that men should pay on the first date?
Oh, I think they should pay on the first date for women who are going to be wives, not for women like you.
I wouldn't be a wife?
Not if you're going to refuse to give a man children, have to have your own career working outside the home.
It's not refusing to give a man children.
No, you're a roommate. Why would a man pay for you if you're just a roommate? Do you want to be equal or no?
Well, I have a conversation with my partner, and we've discussed having children. I'm not taking away from them having children. We've decided together that having children is probably not the best idea.
If you're equal partners, why should he pay for your stuff?
Because a man at the beginning of the relationship should want to prove that they are invested in the relationship.
So what are you proving? Like, well,
I'm there.
If it was a man, I'd be like, hell to the no, to the no,
like,
no.
If it's not equal,
no.
what do you?
I'd be like, no, thank you, ma'am. You can pay for your own supersized McValue meal, and I will go find a woman who actually wants to be a wife if I'm going to pay for shit.
You said
makes no sense.
You said your equal 50% is just being there. So does that mean he's doing 70% because he's paying and there too? You're both there.
No, but I think
So how is that
showing the investment. Women show investment with time, because if you do want to have children, there's limited time. But I think that women, they value different things. Like, they value when a man provides for them, especially on a first date, a first meeting.
And men value.
So you providing your glorious presence is what he's investing in.
If he values my presence, yes. I don't really see
Well, I mean, simps are going to simp. There's a simp out there, for everyone. So
I don't think that's the right way to go about it.
Oh, it's simping. That's the worst simping ever. I'm going to let you live at my house for like practically free and split the chores and pay for all your shit. That's simping. That's like the definition of simping.
Or just like a guy who genuinely likes you. Do you pay any bills with your husband?
No, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. I raise the children. I cook all the meals. Andrew has never done a house chore ever in 17 years. I do all of that. I bring him his food. I bring him his drinks. I keep track of his schedule. Basically do anything he needs me to do to help him, because that's my duty in the relationship. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about investment, I'm pretty invested. So he feels like, if I want this traditional wife role and I actually do all those things, then he feels like it's worth it to provide. But if I were to come in here and be like, well, I want my own career and you have to do your own laundry and we're going to split the chores 50-50 and I want to be equal, he'd be like, okay, bitch, then you can be equal and pay for all your shit. Why would he pay for my stuff? This makes no sense. You guys have to choose. Do you want to be strong, independent, equal women? Or do you want chivalry and protection and provision? You want the best of both. You want all of the rights and all of the privileges, and you want none of the duties and none of the responsibilities. And that's bullshit. It's like you didn't have a mom to tell you that this isn't how the world works or something. Like, my daughters don't get that nonsense from me. I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
So if your daughters...
why are you so entitled? That's what I want to know.
If your daughters went on a first date, you want them to split the bill.
What's that?
If your daughters went on a first date, would you want them to split the bill?
Only if they're going to be feminists, which they're not, because I didn't raise them to be that way.
Okay.
So, that's how my parents' relationship is. It's like my mom does the same stuff that you described, and I think it's perfect. Like, my mom might not be contributing to rent. My dad makes the money, but she's contributing something else. She's doing a job that's just as equal as his job, but she's not getting paid because she's doing the household duties that
returning the favor.
She's doing the same thing whether or not it's being paid. Like my parents are fortunate enough where my parents are fortunate enough where my dad makes enough money where she doesn't have to work and she's able to provide those things. Therefore, it's the same thing as money, in my opinion, like spending time and working around the house.
Yeah,
And
I
she
mean, it
raised
even
us.
goes beyond division of labor. It's more than
Right.
about division of labor. Like, I have tremendous amount of respect for Andrew. He is the head of the household. He's the person that has the major burden of most of the responsibility. We've had a home invasion. He was the person who had to go deal with that and risk his life. You know, he's worked 60, 70-hour weeks for years so that I could stay home and our kids didn't have to be raised by strangers in daycare. I mean, there's a massive amount of responsibility on this man, and he's extremely competent. He is a really loving, honorable man who has like very firm boundaries and stands by them and takes very good care of his family. So he gets the big piece of chicken, he gets the respect, he gets the love and the admiration, and because I'm loyal and I'm doing all those things, then he provides for me and protects me and the kids. And yeah, I mean, this is how it works. Now, if you don't want that and you want this egalitarian stuff where we're equal partners, he's my partner, then you got to pay for your own shit. And you got to do your own work, and you better, like, you know, take care of all your own stuff, and don't expect the man to go answer the bump in the night, because you're strong, you're equal, right? If you're equal, you can go take care of that. You can go deal with the man that breaks in the middle of the night. You can change the tire in the rain. If the basement floods and there's sewage backing up into it, I guess you can go deal with that, right? So you just have to choose. Don't do this bullshit where you're like, we're equal partners, except for when there's anything dirty, dangerous, difficult. That's all his job. I just sit here and grace him with my glorious presence. That's entitlement, that's narcissism, it's terrible behavior, it's ruining society. And then on top of it, you feel no obligation to produce future generations. You want him to just let his lineage die with, die with him. And you feel super entitled to that too. It's like,
I don't understand why you can't get the concept that I've talked to my partner. I'm not taking away his ability to have children. We've both agreed we don't want to have children. If he doesn't want to have children, I'm not taking that away from him.
To be fair, I did say he's a pathetic simp. So, I mean, that's right in line with being a pathetic simp. You just,
I think he would just respect
I'll
women's
just
choices
until I die. It's just, you guys are selfish materialists is what I'm getting. Life is about me and my comfort and what I want and my, I live for me every day. I wake up with no thought of the future or any duties or responsibilities I have to anyone other than myself, and that's great. So it's like, if you want to live that way, I guess, but I'm just looking at you and I'm listening to you and I'm wondering where this entitlement and this sense of confidence is coming from.
I'm entitled because I don't want to have children and I like when men pay on first dates. That's entitlement.
Well, what are you useful for?
I would say that women have intrinsic value.
What are you specifically?
Well, I'm a woman,
yeah.
So I have intrinsic value. Sad that you don't see that.
Why? How?
Because I'm a person and everyone
bleeding?
everyone has value. It depends on who's looking at you.
Do men have intrinsic value?
Yeah, they do, but I said that it's different. It's a different type of value.
But feminism is about equality. So if it's different, then how is that equal?
No, they can be equal in the sense of they can both work. You can be a stay-at-home mom and not pursue a career. That's fine, but women should have the opportunity and the choice.
So do you think women should work too?
Women should be allowed to work.
No, I mean, like in your relationship, if you're not raising kids, should you both in your marriage, let's say you get married, have a job, both of you?
Yeah, but I think that a woman's job could be a little less harsh, I guess. Like, women shouldn't have to go work some 9 to 5 and do this climbing of a corporate ladder. But like for myself, I've found a job that allows me to stay home and is not super strenuous. And I think that a lot of women should be able to have the option to either stay at home or work.
What would you do?
Lol Paladins donated $69. W to Rachel. Eltafat prostitute feminists who have no value and TikTok he whores who hate men and provide no value to society. The problem is they had mothers, but their mothers are bad people.
My mother's amazing, and I love her very much.
It's wild to me because you asked, do I hear how my husband talks to women? I actually
Giovanni
think he's
JD
way too
donated
nice.
$69. Don't forget,
There's two more
first
coming
Chair
in.
did it as well,
Thank you, Jim.
including BG, and said she couldn't remember if she ever did B/B/G. Pretty sure anyone that's got gangbanged and posted it would remember.
I have not gotten gangbanged, and BBG is not the same thing as a gangbang, but okay.
Threesome. Have you done a threesome?
Not two guys.
GMD Jim donated $69. You called him your partner. Partners split expenses.
Two more
He
after
is
this.
not your husband. He could just hire a cleaner and a
Thank
prostitute
you, Jim.
with a nice body. You are just too ungrateful, leech.
I don't think he would agree with that, but okay.
There's another one coming in. Random Bear. Thank
Random
you.
underscore bear donated $69.
And one
Rachel
more.
be like, I got out of bed for this and look this good. I will bring the heat.
We must.
I look terrible.
No.
Terrible, but thank you. It's fine. It's
Wait,
fine.
you're shaking your head. A star. That's not very
Judgment.
judgment. Also,
Love your
Rachel looks very dapper. Rachel looks very dapper.
Jeff
I
Bader
literally
donated
just like put on face
$200.
cream and was like
Rachel is
tucking myself
Titus
into bed, and
2:45.
Andrew comes upstairs. So
Rachel is Titus 2:45. What's that?
that's the Titus 2 wife. It's like a description of like what an honorable woman is and how she acts and operates in the world. So thank you. That's a lovely compliment. I certainly have my flaws. It's not like I'm over here being a perfect wife or anything, but the point is I try and I care about,
Brian's
trying to
lint
do
roller
something
donated $69. Rachel is out of the kitchen, but she's still fugging, cooking.
Okay. Now,